Hey everyone, hope you're doing well. It is Sunday night here in my lounge room. I need a shave or a trim, but I'm here doing some news. My cat is down there somewhere, giving me dirty greasies because he's a bit hungry, I think, but he'll have to hang for a bit. There he is. I hope you're all doing really well. I was going to talk to you guys about some big things that we can do to make a difference. We've been pushing some really exciting initiatives over the last couple of days, things that we did in the last campaign that I was doing in regards to 5G. So I wanted to push it here in regards to everything that's happening around Australia right now. Hi Desert Rose, hi Therese, hi Alia, hi One Drop, hi Tehillim, I never get your name right. Hope you're all doing really well. So I was going to talk to you guys about some ideas that we used, hi Fiona, that we used when we were doing our 5G campaigning. So we made our page grow, it got really big really quickly because we had some really smart initiatives at the start, and some other people have started doing them in other groups around the world. There's a really great group on Facebook called Millions Rise Up, which is fantastic. There's other groups out there. There's one called Media is the Virus. And what we want to do is every time you see a live feed coming on, or just regular media from Channel 7 or Channel 9 or even Channel 10, when you see something come up, we need to realize that we can make a huge difference by jumping onto all of these news feeds and putting our thought processes and our truth bombs onto those news feeds. So when they're out there trying to spread doom and fear and propaganda, what we've been doing is dropping onto their pages and saying, do you know the real figures? Here's the real figures for COVID-19. Here's the real figures of what's happening in the world. Here's doctors and nurses talking out against it. This is what the true media is, and we're just smashing them. And what's happening is in the last 2 days, Channel 9's had to take down 2 posts. One was a live and one was a regular. When we were doing it with 5G, we did it on every live press conference and shut them down by just dropping truth bombs. And when you give truth, positivity and love, but with facts is the big thing. I would call it truth bombs all the time, and just keep on dropping them in one after the other all the time. What I want you guys to do, if possible, is go out to all the group leaders of all the other pages and tell them to do the same thing. Some of them have huge followings, but they're just not doing enough at the moment. And I say to those guys, if you've got a huge following out there, if you've got a lot of people following you on your groups, and you're out there huffing and puffing and making some noise, that's good, and it gets people to listen to a certain extent. But talk with education, talk with knowledge of what's happening out there, and put that into your truth bombs. Don't just yell and scream and say this is wrong or this is fucked or whatever else you're going to say. Say, 0.0067% of people tested have been proven positive. Remember that. Say, out of all the ones that test positive, 99.35% get through it and live. So that's really huge. There's only been 27 people, I think, that have passed away under 60 years old in Australia. And yet we're in a lockdown. Masks, when you have them on, you're breathing your own carbon dioxide. And they're proven to make people sick. People are dropping down everywhere. So jump onto these sites. Drop the truth bombs. If you have any questions, go onto my Instagram at Matt Lawson Photography. On there, you'll find all the news and all the information that you need, because we're finding everything. Tell them when DHHS has on their page, for every 196 tests done, 96 of them will be false positives. So have a look at that. The other thing to check for is when they do tests of DNA, the RNA strand, if they get 1 out of the 2 strands, they put it up as positive. Then if you get tested and it's negative, it goes to a doctor's choice on if you're positive or negative. Tell people on the pages that doctors and nurses are giving us information, but they're scared because they think they'll get deregistered. So we're living in basically a communist state, because you're not allowed to even speak. You're not allowed to go on the street. Now today, there were protests out in Melbourne, and people went down there, and what happened was, when people started turning up, they realized the police were outnumbering them 130 to 0. But the protest date had actually been changed anyway. Police got intel from Channel 9 or one of those groups. There were media everywhere waiting for it to happen. And in the end, They look like idiots because they had 120 police people and media, but we're dropping truth bombs onto Channel 9 and Channel 7 and waking people up 1,000 miles an hour while they're standing there wasting their resources in the wrong spot. So their intel's obviously wrong. And now, and people are saying that 7 people got arrested. Not true. One guy got arrested walking past, and another person got arrested for just looking over to see what was happening. So they're just looking to make numbers, looking to make media. They couldn't even put it on the news because nothing happened there. So it's fake news, fake news, fake news, fake news, China, fake news, fake news, fake news. So we can be out there and we can spread truth. We can be the truth tellers in the news. So as I say, look for that Millions Rise Up page run by Yusra. She's amazing. Look for all the other pages that are out there that can help you with this stuff. And ask the leaders of these groups, the 99% and all the other people, all the groups that are out there that are big. The 5G page, my own page, talk to those guys. The Worldwide Unified Peaceful Action Against 5G, that's a mouthful, but that's the name. Go on there and tell those guys to go onto the mainstream media and just keep dropping truth bombs right there, okay? Easy peasy Japanesey. Now, what we need to realize that's just come up in the news as well is they are now saying that flights are going to be stopped for the next 2 years. There'll be no in or out international flights. Remember, the news and the media are dropping propaganda to cause fear. The reason they want to cause fear is because that causes division. The reason they want division is because then they can control you. So by them putting it out there, by them saying that they're going to lock it down and they're going to not let airplanes come or go, their thought process is when the vaccination comes, you're going to beg for it because you're so scared and you want to be traveling and whatever else. So they're hitting on all the things that make people fearful to get those fear adrenalines pumping along. They'll get that fear inside you so that when you say, I want to fly again, I'm going to get that vaccine. So they're putting these fake news stories out everywhere. So we may not be able to fly for 1 or 2 or 3 years. You know what? I would end up buying aeroplanes of my own. I'll fly you out. It's going to be a rocky flight. It's going to be a hard flight. You may have some dipping and ducking around clouds and stuff, but I'll get you there. But, don't be fearful because what they're trying to do is instill fear from propaganda. We can break this. We can break this cycle. We can still do it. And remember, the numbers and the people are on our side. We have the numbers. But we need action. Right to all your politicians. Ask the opposition why they're not there. I know a lot of people say the right wing and the left wing are from the same bird. But we can make a difference and rise up together. We need to start again looking at common law. And if we can come from a common law perspective as well. Now, this is lagging a bit, which is probably because this is going to go down soon. We're actually launching some t-shirts, some propaganda t-shirts of our own, which I call Truth Bomb t-shirts. So they'll be coming out tonight. We're going to be launching them. We'll be launching them on my @MattLawson photography page. We'll be launching them on the Millions Rise Up. We'll be launching them on the United Collective page as well, and Medical Freedoms. Okay, guys? They're designed by Yusra, and they're amazing things as well. So get yourself onto them. There'll be tote bags, so when you're walking out totally looking amazing with your fruit and vegetables from your supermarket, 1 visit a day, you can tell people about these things. So we've got the Plandemic t-shirts, and we've got Fuck the System t-shirts. We've got all kinds of ones. They're all amazing. So every cent of that goes to the unitedcollective.org and goes towards legal action. So jump on board for that. And then when you see someone walking down the street without a mask, you'll see their t-shirt as well, and you'll be like, one of my guys, my team. So, let's do this, guys. Let's do it together, and know that every bit of funding from that, as I say, is going towards class actions, going towards the movement and advocacy for those people that don't have a voice. Let's be here. Let's come from a place of love, high vibrations all the time, and let's change this world, okay? I believe in every single one of you, and I know you can't control things outside of you. You can't control any actions from around you, but you can control what's inside your mind. Now, positivity, love, high vibrations, your 5G, your other things, nothing can actually take control of you when you're coming from a really good spot. Lift your eyebrows at anyone, smile at people down the street, change everyone's life around you. Because if you come from a really good mindset, no matter how the world is falling down, human resilience and human spirit will always win. Okay, guys? And I believe every single one of you can go out there and dutifully change the world. Okay? Peace, love.